Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, two of the most dynamic and exciting quarterbacks the NFL has to offer will be squaring off against each other. It's Russell Wilson going up against Colin Kaepernick. Now let's head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 10 matchup.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. Kickoff looming in this NFC West matchup as we join you from CenturyLink Field.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms, and a storybook matchup here today with an unbeaten time to take on a big challenger.
Yeah, they are, and the other team can't wait to change that, to put that first loss in the column against them. And, Jim, you always are looking for edges. And when you go against an undefeated team, that's exciting for you during the week, getting ready and preparing. I think it's going to be an exciting game.
And Devin Hester will be back deep for the opening kickoff. And Steven Hauschka is ready now to get this one started. Hester will run this one out. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. Coming onto the field in his 10th career start, he was starting in a Super Bowl game, Colin Kaepernick. First down here. Ridley's handed the football. Rocked for a loss on that tackle. Now we'll get a look at the 49ers offense. They rank towards the middle of the pack in passing offense this season. It's now second down. They go screen with Ridley. Throws the stiff arm. Ridley's tackled down.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and they picked up some nice yards.
Davis got the catch and the first. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Jim picking up a couple first downs early in the game. It's like when you play golf and you par the first couple holes. I know it doesn't happen a lot, but when you do, it makes you feel good.
Vernon Davis hauls it in. Good yardage picked up on that call.
Kaepernick selling this play big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job.
The 49ers have it at the 29. Still not taken down. And he's taken down.
My God, we're talking about getting overpowered. I guess they were expecting a speed move. The right guard and right tackle are both fooled. They get run over and they give up a sack.
Looks to his left to Davis. Thomas is there that time for the tackle.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
The 49ers from the 27. Almost intercepted.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
No good. An empty trip for the offense. Wilson's, of course, going to be the man at quarterback today. Now an experienced quarterback with 4 years under his belt. It's a two-tight end formation. The Seahawks have it at the 34. Takes it out of the eye. And he's going to be tackled right around the 37. Here's a look at the Seahawks offense. A model of efficiency a week ago without a single giveaway. Coming up, second down. Split backfield here. They'll run it here. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there. And now here's the 49ers defense. They're tops in the NFL when it comes to getting to the quarterback. So this offensive line has its work cut out for it. They come to the line on 3rd down. They did an excellent job of executing in these spots last week. And Rice is lined up now as a slot receiver. 3rd and 6. Throw to the left. Gets it out for the completion. They bring him down, and the offense fails to pick up a first down on 3 plays. The punter awaits the snap. They'll take it at the 20. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Set up screen. Tackled just 3 yards short of the first. After the pass play, gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way. Garçon's a receiver in the slot. Going deep. He brings it in. He's got a little bit of daylight here. That brings the play to an end.
Well, you saw why defensive backs can't sleep the night before the game when they play against this quarterback. Beautiful long throw down the field for the big completion.
They'll take the snap from inside the red zone. A week ago, they had a lot of success inside the 20. This play set up by the long gainer. It's Ridley. Searching for space to the right. Runs it in for the touchdown.
I would bet 1st and goal that the offense about 90% of the time is going to run the football. And what do here? They run it and they get it done. That is power football at its best.
The 49ers lined up now for the point after. And the extra point is good. The 49ers kicking team comes out now as the offense takes a break, and they deserve one after going down the field, mainly through the air with over 70 yards passing. The Seahawks are in shape now to return the kick. He'll take it from the 1. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. It's first down as they head to the line. Wilson comes out in the pistol. They'll run it. Here's the handoff. They'll meet him this time behind the line.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
After running it, it's 2nd down. To the ground. And a run right up the middle. That's a gain of 10. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. We'll be back from Seattle for the start of the second after the break. Not a whole lot of scoring here as we welcome you back to the action. 3rd down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. And Rice is going to get set in the slot for this snap. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Chandler's got it. And a first.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
1st and 10. to the ground.
Well, that was an aggressive play by the defense. That's risk-reward. The reward, of course, is sacking the quarterback like they did. Well, the risk is if you don't get there, you could give up a big play.
Keeps his legs moving. Brought down at the 32.
Well, they complete the pass, Jim, and doesn't get the first down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field.
Third and 10. With two hands, he has it. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. King is back now. He'll be punting. Hester's going to try and return this punt. Shakes off the tackle. Brought to a halt. First down here. Colin Kaepernick under center. And Ridley middle and a gain of 4.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
The defense comes out in the dime. The 49ers will take the snap from the 25. And it's Ridley. Down. The 49ers have leaned on a passing game that's one of the best in the league this year. Kaepernick's been one of the best this year in that department, and today's been no different.
Every week he comes out, they get guys open, and he's always in rhythm, Jim, and I've said it many times, one of the better throwers in the NFL.
Staying with the passing game on first down. Still on his feet. Ducks out of bounds.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Second and goal from the 6. Kaepernick keeps it. Ball's on the ground. Oh, they cough up the football, and the defense takes possession. They bring him to the turf. The offense pinned back in an awful position. Russell Wilson has it under center. First and 10. Play action Wilson. The Seahawks now move the chains.
Wilson's job is to sell that play fake, and boy, did he do it that time. It fooled the defense, and they get the completion.
Danielle's got an injury update for us. Let's go to her now.
Guys, I just spoke with a 49ers official. The latest news is that he does have a lower body injury, but guys, it's not anything that should prevent him from getting back on the field. Back to you.
Complete to Hardman.
When you play zone coverage, the quarterback might have to hold the football just a little longer, but these guys nowadays, when you play zone, they know how to throw and catch and get it done.
The defense gets a sack. The big sack on the last play brings up second down and 11. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Sticks to his hands. And sheared in on the tackle. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Getting set as fast as they can. Wilson from the shotgun has his target, and they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. So they complete that one, yet it's still second down. Incomplete as he was looking short. Third down now. Baldwin's in the slot. Eyeing that left side. Able to take the football out to the 28-yard line.
Why not take one of the best players on your football team, the wide receiver, and throw him some screen passes? It makes sense. Good job. Nice yards picked up.
First down and 10. The give. Willis is there to take him down. The Seahawks are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. This will be second down. defense pushed the offense back with the sack, and the offense needs 9 now on 3rd down. He's looking to the right here on this throw, and he's on the sidelines out of bounds.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the 1st down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short, defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a 4th down.
And he converts here on the field goal try.
And Jim, this guy is just Mr. Automatic. Not only did he make them, he usually just puts it right down the middle of the goalpost.
Throws out the arm, and the tackle is made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. 1st down coming up. Colin Kaepernick under center. Just a quick drop back. Kaepernick now on the move. He makes the catch. That's a tackle at the 48. The 49ers signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. They face 1st down. Finley's in the slot receiver role for this upcoming snap. Kaepernick takes it from the gun. Interception. Tries to ward off a defender with a stiff arm. And he's brought to the ground.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
This will be ruled incomplete. Didn't get the feet down.
Lots of ways to attack cover 2. There's no doubt about it. You can throw it underneath. You can pump fake the safeties, make one of them move, and still throw it deep down the field.
2nd down and 10. Screen makes the reception.
Quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those 1st downs.
Now 1st and 10. Brooks in on the coverage and forces the incompletion.
That time the defender was in excellent position. He jumps up and knocks the ball down.
This will most likely be the final play before the half ends. 2nd and 10. Looking for Percy Harvin. And no one is going to catch this one as it goes out of bounds. That does it here for the 1st half. Seahawks trailing this one.
All right, welcome to the Verizon Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the 1st half. Both the Seahawks and the 49ers passed the ball very well in the 1st half, and it's part of the reason why this game is so close after 2. We'll see if it keeps up in the 2nd half. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the 1st half. Late in the 1st quarter, here the pass will be completed into coverage, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 8-yard line. 49ers now later on the drive. Ridley's going to look for a gap, and this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown. They strike 1st in the half. 49ers on offense midway through the 2nd. Pass coverage will break down here, and the pass and catch will end up going for 71 yards. Later on the drive, a fumble would get the defense off the field. So that's going to wrap up our halftime report. We'll get you back now to CenturyLink Field, where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms are on the call.
Here at CenturyLink Field, Jim Nantz and Phil Simms as the 3rd quarter is about to get underway. It's Harvin taking a knee, and this will come out to the 20. They come to the line, and it's 1st down. Wilson's setting up now in the pistol. And here we go, the 1st snap of the 2nd half. Sheard's going to make the tackle. Looking at this deficit, you wonder how much more they're going to try to run the football, because it has not been there for the taking all game long.
Yeah, the running game's been terrible. Hard to win a game in the NFL when you're one-dimensional. But if you want to win today's game, that's exactly what you're going to have to do. Throw the football.
Second down and 10. Off the left side. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
The Seahawks did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind just by a few points in the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
And that's a big-time tackle that keeps them 3 yards short of the first down marker. And here we have second down. Turbin takes his spot in the backfield. Harvin's got it. First down.
That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
First down here after the completion. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Russell Wilson will take it from the gun. And there's Rice. And Rice is brought down. The Seahawks have surprisingly fallen into a funk here with their passing game. Wilson's very talented, but he's going through a tough stretch now.
He is, and listen, you know what? We expect so much from him. We think every single week is going to be another great day. That's not how it goes in the NFL. But, Jim, we both know he's still one of the best. The San Francisco 49ers need Aldon Smith to be a superstar, and he was close at the end of last year of being a superstar. We saw him get to the quarterback, but he can also stop the run. This is a tremendous job by him on this outside run, tackling and running for no gain. Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
And gains maybe 4. And now they'll try over again on second down. Baldwin's lined up in the slot. Right back to him one more time. About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Wilson's lining up in the pistol. 3rd and 9. Sidney Rice with the reception.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
The kick in. It's through there. The kick is good.
Well, when you get points, it's never a bad thing. That is for sure. Good job by the field goal kicker that time. Nice job by the offense moving the football down the field.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. First down on the way. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Hill's the one who made the big stop. Handing the ball off hasn't been something that's worked for either one of these teams today, Phil.
Well, what you have to show on the offensive side when you want to run the football, you got to show some determination. And the guys on the offensive side just get tougher and make it work.
Kaepernick's going to scramble. Got a flag down here. Leaps up and comes away with it. The defense will take the penalty. It's 3rd down, and last week this was a problematic situation for them. Ridley takes his spot in the backfield. Nickel formation for the defense here.
Well, you got a small lead, Jim, and you go out there and you have 3 plays, and now you got a punt. You didn't even give your defense time to get a rest, and so maybe they can come back out and still protect that small lead.
Harvin will return the punt. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. We'll be back to the beautiful skyline of Seattle for the start of the 4th after the break. We're back here in this low-scoring affair. The Seahawks offense heads on to the field. Chandler's usually at tight end, but he's in the backfield this time. Here is the first snap of the final quarter.
And Brock can't quite pick it off.
Looking ahead, the Seahawks will be on the road in Arizona next week, while the 49ers will be on the road in St. Louis. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Turbin takes his spot in the backfield. They're going to get him here for a sack.
That's what all defensive coordinators love to see, when they don't have to blitz and one of their defensive linemen gets a sack without any blitzing.
He's going to be brought down, and that's going to be a 3-and-out for this offense. Taking a look at the rush totals, both these defenses have to be happy with those numbers.
Yes, Jim, I'm sure they're happy what they've done. They've made the offense one-dimensional. So when you have an offense that can't run, just think about one thing. And what's that? Go after that quarterback.
Hester's got it now.
Love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
First down, offense readying for the snap. Finley's shifted from tight end to a receiver in the slot. Kaepernick with the handoff. Ridley right side. And Irvin's there to make the tackle.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Second down and 5. Could have been intercepted.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
Colin Kaepernick from the shotgun. Davis got it on a pass, had some heat on it. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Garçon's lined up now as a slot receiver. The defense comes out in the nickel. The running back goes in motion. They better hurry to get the snap. Kaepernick's going to take it from the gun. The defense gets the sack.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and at times the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance.
Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's third and long, and you always like to say, the football is in the hands of the quarterback, so he has to be smart. If he tries to force it down the field, I do not like his chances. That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top and keep that clock moving and just controlling the football game. Good job by the offense managing things so far here today.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Hyde's going to secure the handle. They deck him in the backfield. Second down. We're late in the game, and the offense is in no hurry. Kaepernick from the gun. Going to try and scramble now. Picks up about 2.
Boy, it's third and goal. Close game here. You want to get a touchdown. That's what you want. You come away with 3, that's going to be a big disappointment for your offense.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Man, the defense has to be down at something like this. They allow the offense to score that touchdown in the red zone. My gosh, you only have such a small part of the field to defend, and they just didn't get the job done that time.
The Seahawks are set to return to kickoff. And he'll start his return. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. first down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way. Baldwin's a receiver in the slot. 1st and 10. Looking across the middle, has his man. And at the 37, he'll be brought down. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. And he's taken down. 2nd down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. Wilson from the shotgun. And the quarterback is taken down. The Seahawks call a timeout. Their first. 3rd and long. A big spot here as they trail late. And Rice is going to get set in the slot for this snap. The Seahawks will take the snap from the 35. Wilson sends it to Hartman. That's a timeout call. Back at the line. They're going for it on 4th. They've come out in the dime package. The Seahawks snap it at the 31. Here's Baldwin. Brought down at the 38. The Seahawks get set to snap the football. Only one timeout remaining here in the 4th. They'll go right to the hurry-up. Won't use a timeout here. Out to the left. He's got the catch. Tackled down at the 28-yard line. 1st down. Pressure on every snap now. They'll go to the hurry-up here as the clock runs. Wilson's going to throw the football into the ground to spike it and stop the clock.
Even though the team still has timeouts left, good job by the quarterback preserving those timeouts. Gets up there, doesn't waste too much time, spikes the football, and stops the clock.
The Seahawks take it from the 28. Russell Wilson, touchdown. This game is tight.
Well, it's a nice touchdown that time. They're still down under 2 minutes to play, and there's no doubt we're going to see the onside kick, and these onside kick, these kickers are great, so we don't know who's going to win this game yet.
Wilt, and so they convert it here on the 2-point try. Everything had to come through to send this game to overtime. They got the touchdown, and now they've got the 2 with just seconds remaining in regulation.
Every time this offense has needed a big play today, they have come through in the clutch, and that time they did it on the 2-point conversion.
The 49ers have saved all 3 of their timeouts for here in the 4th quarter. Ridley lined up in the backfield. 1st down at the 20. Running away from the pressure. To the outside. The catch is made. The 49ers will need to get to about the 38 on this drive before they can even factor in a field goal opportunity. Offense lines up here. 2nd and 10. Kaepernick connects with Davis. Met by Thomas. The 49ers signal for the timeout. And that's the first one they've used. Offense getting set now following the timeout. 1st down here. 1st down following the long play. Play action. He's scrambling now. Got a little crease. Gains 13.
Beautiful job that time by the QB. He goes back there in the pass play. He doesn't like what he sees, and he just takes off and gets the yards and gets a 1st down.
1st and 10. They're setting up screen. And he spins away. Right in on the tackle. A timeout charge to the offense. 2nd down here. Nickel formation here for the defense. Scrambling now. Good coverage that time as this goes incomplete.
Hard to throw over some of these linebackers in the NFL now. They got such good size. You try to throw over them, here's what happens. These big guys will knock it down.
Garçon's in the slot. The 49ers take it from the 43. Getting away from the pressure. Breaks out of the tackle. Crucial play here. 4th down on the way. Quarterback coming to the line.
hoping to avoid being sacked for a 6th time in this game. Intercepted! In on the stop.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
First down and 10. Here's the handoff. And he will not score. We are headed to overtime. The clock hits 0, and we are going to overtime. So here in overtime, the rules change. If you receive the ball first and get a touchdown, the game is over. However, if you take the ball down on your first drive and only manage a field goal, the other team will have a chance to tie or win the game. And if both teams get field goals on their opening drives, the next team to score from there will win the game. '49ers setting up for the kickoff. It'll be a touchback. The Seahawks are ready to take over now as their offense heads onto the field. He'll take the first snap here in overtime. Swatted right at the line.
Nice job that time by the defense. Pressure on the quarterback. He does not have time to find an open guy, and it results in an incompletion.
Russell Wilson has it under center. Second down and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Gets about 4 yards that time.
That was a power running play that time by the offense and picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
Third down and 6. And he's going to be dropped for the sack. That's going to bring up 4th down after just a 3-play series.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Hester's going to try and return this punt. Gains 11. The 49ers getting ready now to start their drive. Garçon's lined up in the slot. Kaepernick's back in shotgun formation. Takes off with it. Steps out of bounds.
The coach is going, hey, nice job, son, nice job. Anytime the quarterback takes off on a pass play and picks up a first down, it makes the coaches feel really good.
Now 1st and 10. Setting up screen. Reaches out and grabs it.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 5 times today. Really been beat up. It's Ridley. And he's tackled at the 30-yard line.
Zone defense doesn't work in the NFL like it used to. Good job by the quarterback reading that zone and finding the open guy.
Davis, the receiver, all the way to the right side. 1st and 10. They go screen with Ridley. Chancellor's the one who brings him to the ground.
I know you won't believe this, but sometimes completing a short pass like that does give a quarterback confidence, so it does serve a purpose.
Offense lines up here. 2nd and 9. Down the field. It's a walk-off touchdown. touchdown beyond belief. This one could not be resolved in regulation. We go to overtime, and it ends with a big-time touchdown.
Yeah, it was exciting, wasn't it? All day long, the offense played so well, so the pressure was on. They get it in overtime, and what do? They go right down the field and score.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.